everyone, Vincenzo here with a new ukulele tutorial. This week, let's learn one of my favorite songs by Nirvana, Lithium. This song is quite easy as it's mostly based on one chord progression. However, in this tutorial, I will show you ways to make it sound closer to the original version, so that it will be a bit more interesting to play and perhaps a bit more challenging. Anyway, the chords that you need for Lithium are D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, A, and C. Now let's start working on the verse. I will show you two ways in which you can play the verse. If you want to strum, you can use this pattern, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Now let's play the strumming pattern one more time, and this time try to add an accent on the second and on the fourth downstroke, which basically means playing them louder. So 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. This is the chord progression for the verse, which you will repeat 4 times. One thing to bear in mind is that you have 2 chords within one measure. So that means you will play 2 chords within one strumming pattern, like this: 3, 4, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G. Now let's play the entire verse following the strumming pattern you've just learned. 3, 4, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, C, A, C, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, C, A, C, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, C, A, C, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, C, A, C. Okay, let me show you another way of playing the verse. What you can do is actually using a simple fingerstyle pattern. This one, thumb, thumb, index and middle, thumb, thumb, index and middle. So the thumb is responsible for the 4th and the 3rd string, the index for the second one, and the middle finger for the first one. Let's play the pattern one more time. You play the pattern once for each chord, and this is what you get when you play the chord progression like this. 3, 4, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, C, A, and C, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, C, A, C. Of course, to play the entire verse, repeat it twice more. By the way, I think if you play it like this, it does sound closer to the original version, so give it a go. Time for the chorus. As you probably know if you follow me, it's better to use different strumming patterns for different sections of a song. This is even more important in this song because the chord progression is exactly the same as the one of the verse. The strumming pattern that I suggest you use for this part goes like this: 3, 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. One more time: 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, down. Like before, you play 2 chords within one strumming pattern. This time, you're gonna change the chord on the upstroke, like this: 3, 4, D, F sharp minor, and again, down, down, up, down, down, down. This is the chord progression for the chorus, which is repeated 3 times. Let me play it for you. 3, 4, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, C, A, C, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, B flat, C, A, C, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, C. Now let me show you how you can tweak this pattern a bit so that it sounds closer to the original recording. Alright, so you play the pattern you learned until G, and then when you get to B flat and C, you simply strum down twice for each chord, like this. 3, 4, down, 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 down. Then once you reach A, you go back to the usual pattern. Let me play one chord progression using this variation so that you understand better how it works. 3, 4, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, and now B flat, C, back to the main pattern, A, C. There you go. Now you know the main parts of the song, but if you want to play it all, you're missing the bridge. This is the chord progression for the bridge. Here, if you want, you can use the strumming pattern of the verse, especially if you decide to play the fingerstyle pattern during the verse. However, let me show you how I play it. So, the strumming pattern is this, and as you can see, it goes across 2 measures. Let's play it. 3, 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. You might have noticed that when I strum up for the B flat, I'm actually just hitting the open strings. Let me play it again. 3, 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. I do this because the change is very fast and also because it gives it a bit more of an edge, which sounds great for this song. You repeat this 8 times and then you have C and A. Here I change the strumming pattern to this. 3, 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Again, 3, 4, C, A. And now let me play the bridge for you. I'm gonna repeat the first part only twice, and then I'll go straight to the ending part. 3, 4, G, B flat, G, B flat, G, B flat, G, B flat, C, A. Okay, now you know all the parts of the song, and it's time for a play along. I'm gonna be playing the verse and the chorus. For the verse, I will be using the fingerstyle pattern, and in the chorus, I will be using the variation I showed you for B flat and C. The tempo will be 124 BPM. Having said that, get ready, you're about to start playing. The aim of this tutorial was to give you an overview of Lithium by Nirvana, so that you can put together your own cover of it. Work on the variations that I showed you and create your own version. For example, you could be playing the fingerstyle pattern for the first verse, and then the strumming pattern in the second one. See what works best for you. Now, let me remind you that on my Patreon page, you can find the chord chart and the backing tracks that you need for practicing this. You have 3 backing tracks, one at the original tempo, one slower, and another one even slower. And by the way, don't forget that if you learned something from this video and you would like to say thank you, you can buy me a coffee, link in the description. That's all for now. Let me know in the comments if you managed to learn this song. And if you want to take your playing to the next level, have a look at my free course here on YouTube and download my free 8-step roadmap, link in the description, that will tell you the exact process I follow to learn the ukulele. Moreover, check out the other links in the description to learn more about the types of classes that I got available at the moment. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my new tutorials. Having said that, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next week. Ciao!